there is a fallacy that goes along with peacekeeping in that it's making a difference in the world. It does to a degree, but there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that people don't realize. You know, with that humanitarian aid, only 60% of that was actually reaching the people. The other 40% was going to the black market. And when you talk to UN officials, they'll say, "Yeah, that's normal. That's acceptable."
Talk about corruption at a high level.
Yeah. Well, it's not so much corruption from the UN. It's
the trickle down
effect. They turn a blind eye.
It gets lost, and
that's right.
And it's uncontrolled.
That's right.
And it changes so many hands.
Yeah.
And they make sure it changes hands. The bad guys make sure it changes.
Well, and it goes to the frontline troops in a lot of cases. So in essence, UN peacekeeping is actually funding these factions.
Wow.
In an offset way.
Yeah, in a roundabout way.
Yeah, they're getting the stuff they need. So,
how well is our military trained?
The Canadian military is one of the best armies in the world. And I'm not saying that just because I'm a patriotic Canadian.
I've heard that.
It's just the truth. It's been said over the years that if they had German officers, Canadian soldiers, and American equipment, they could have the best army in the world.
Yeah, that's right.
So, Canadian troops are very well trained, and today there is even a higher level of training now because the equipment that they have is bar none. It's some of the best in the world now. Finally, back when I was in the 80s and 90s, we were looking at the best piece of equipment we had was a 19-year-old soldier and a 21-year-old rifle.
Oh no!
So I mean, we were basically Vietnam War era equipment.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And that's why I said the flat jacket that didn't do anything. The M113 APC was actually a armored vehicle from the Vietnam War.
Really?
Yeah. So it's not far from the truth.
I've heard the Canadian soldiers, they're trained on here and here and here and this job and this job and this job, a multiple amount of jobs, whereas other militaries, if they lose their gunner, you're screwed. You don't have a lot of other people that are gunners. They're something else.
We're
comms or...
Yeah, we're cross-trained in all of that.
And I think that's any other countries do that?
Well, they do a degree, but not to the same level we do. Canadians are cross-trained, especially in the combat arms trades, to do a variety of jobs so that you can automatically take over the role and continue the mission.
Yeah.
That's the plan, right? So,
you know what I heard from a fellow? He said, World War II, our Canadian boys were so good because we were all farmers. They were self-sufficient. They were used to living off the land. They were used to rifles. They were used to hunting. They were used to tracking. That's what made us so good.
Well, not much has changed.
Yeah,
not much has changed. Our troops are still, that's right. We're all grassroots guys that have joined the military.
Yeah.
So you've got this great foundation already, and then you get all this training on top of that, and away you go.
Yeah.
So